Hello everyone, welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream, where today we are continuing and finishing Rhygar 2, Leaps of Faith, its lack of a fancy title screen. We extremely conveniently ended the last episode at the end of the first file, and we are about to resume where we left off, which is a person named Lador who seems to be in charge of a cult, has come up with documents which have meant that the general has been temporarily removed from his position. And then he said, oh, by the way, if you check out the ruins, there'll be some magical artifact of power that will help you defeat the bad guys. And so we're about to listen to him and go do that. I'm sure it will go great. And leaving the town will only ensure good things happen to it in our absence. That's about it. Let's see if our hunches are correct here. Let's see if what gets resolved in the worlds of Rhygar. Welcome to part 2 of Rhygar 2, Leaps of Faith. Start this out of the game where you last left off, right outside the dock. However, there's one thing you have to answer first. What password did you receive at the end of the first half? Are we a Trollocs or a Murdral? I think we were a Murdral. But I really like Trollocs too. But we totally did our side quest and got our cool cat scratch fever move, so we gotta see that in action. Alright. Rhygar 2. Lots of blinking. In case you've forgotten, Aisha and I went to dock to aid the dock forces. While there, went through the manipulations of Liland Lador. Staying leader of the army, Captain Rook was implicated in a plot of treason. He was dismissed, and Aisha took his place. This is just what I just told you. We're gonna find the Flame of Frost and beat up General Algar with it. So now it's Rhygar and Imoxal Cutter. Try and recover it in a bold leap of faith. That's why we were heading south to the Muddirt Ruins. Here we go. My volume is loud. The ruins look pretty crappy, which I guess makes sense. And this is absolutely already one of these cases where if I did not have arrows on my screen telling me I could go left, I would not think to go left whatsoever. This is so clearly just the entrance. But now, we're probably going to save time by going in here instead. Fighting some bats. No, ravens! The old tower was fairly dingy and infested with evil-looking ravens. Not the type of place you'd expect to find a magic relic with the power to wipe out an army. Oh, those... Oh, good luck. Yeah, any strategy goes out the window when they animate that fast. Alright, the evil ravens have been conquered. There's more evil ravens. Jerky. I don't have the key. Oh no, now we have to fight the biggest of birds. Ulp. Why did we come up here? This thing looks fairly vicious. I think it's a rock. And I don't think it's gonna let us get away. Well, time to... Time to trinary cat scratch. Personal swords? Alright. Now that the music has stopped, we can actually take a look at this. I love the animation for the cat scratch. It's very good. I also really love Personal Sword. And I also love how incredibly easy this fight is, thanks to the power of the Trinary cat scratch, I think. We haven't missed. I don't know if you can miss. I assume you can miss. It sounded like you can miss from the descriptions in the last video. Ah! It's doing this. I played through Warlock Domain recently for a closer look, and it did this, where when the health meter empties, suddenly a bunch more health appears, and so now you have no idea how much health anybody has. So we're gonna keep on cast crashing, because that seems to be the best bet. There we go. Now we've really won. And all that for a key. Which will fit the lock on the see, we would have gone all the way to the 3rd floor. So that's actually kind of interesting too. Like, this isn't a case of Bongo being like not thinking that the player won't realize they can go left. This was very deliberate. Don't hurt to try it. Let's go. That flame of frost is almost within our grasp. And there's still a white door here. I promise you I will completely forget about it. Try and spare the rest of the ravens. But it's not sequent. They could. All you had to do was put a key there, a door. But instead, or even just like an object saying like, why go here? The Flame Frost Blade is inside. Well, this is not gonna be fast progress. Okay, what do we got? Nothing. Fake door, okay. If that other white door was in fact not a white door. There we go, okay. Carved in the strange door are the following words. A fragment of the frosty earth is hidden far above. Safety from the wrath of dearth is held in the power of love. So grasp the stone and ready blade. Legends here are to be made. The Western Tower are hidden the clues to unseal this lock. Descend into the basement to claim your reward. After it was read, the carving dissolved. It's a good thing we were the first people to read it. And I assume then, do we have the key? Maybe that was the key to the white door in the tower. Let's go back to the tower. So it's not sequence breaking, it's... well, it is technically, but I did not save time by doing what I did. Rhygar uses the key and runs away from the angry bird. This is ominous. Musical note. Family crest. Carving of a dragon. Carving of a scorpion. Carving of an ankh. Carving of the word frost. Well, that's what we're here for. Remember the order to unseal the depths. That was probably something. I'm really hoping that it's H1 through H6. That works? I guess that works. Oops. I don't know. I made a separate save. Flags will probably tell me. It did something. Secret, cat, Pyro, Raven. Oh, okay. That tracks. It's just the order they appear here. So that makes sense, but very lucky for me, it just kind of spoiled itself with the object names. Next room was, apparently, a small passage leading to the courtyard part of the ruins. However, the door was rusted shut and wouldn't open. The only other pathway was down into the basement of the tower. Alright, if there's any ravens down here, I can't really avoid that. These aren't ravens, these are snakes. It's so much easier to fight these things when there's just this narrow corridor. I can actually hit them. That's an F. They are pretty vicious. That dead skeleton, as opposed to a living skeleton. There's no way this game doesn't have living skeletons, so don't call me out on that. An old prison cell. Well, skeleton is kind of a dummy. Skeleton is clutching an old diary. Halamath the 30th. I've been jailed for 30 days for robbery. How could this be? I cannot truly believe that liar, Melvis, over me. Ah well, in nearly a month I will be back with Elaine and the children. I eagerly await the days. Winterfilth the 4th. Halamath is definitely the month, and Winterfilth is an incredible month. I've been here for 5 days now. So after Halamath is Winterfilth. This must be the deepest part of the basement. I long for some form of human contact, but only the jailers come down this far to bring food. I do so long to talk to Elaine. Only 25 days more. So we're not going to get to see another month. Unless he stays here, which I guess he did. Let's see, how long is this going to go for? Winterfilth the 18th. Strange occurrence today. The jailers didn't come with my food. Oh no. I heard a shaking and a rumbling at about noon. It seemed as if the roof above me would cave in. By a miracle, it didn't. The palace seems quiet above me. I suppose I shall find out what has occurred when I am released. Winterfilth the 30th. Today was the day of my release. Yet no one came. Did some army have overrun the castle and forgotten about me? Did this person go a dozen days without food? That's rough. Soulmath the 4th. I am worried. There are creatures down here with me. The air seems somehow charged. I have seen strange cloaked figures walking about. It sounds as if they are in the rooms to the north. Also, welcome. Is author in chat? Do we have the creator of Winterfilth? I started trapping the bats that fly here as food. It's not much, but I can survive. Nice. Soulmath the 16th. The days are losing their meaning. I can no longer be sure what day it is. Elaine and the other people of the town must have died. Perhaps it was the Fibulae attacking as we feared they would. I know not. Now, this game is fun. I enjoy it. I do hope at some point to play the first one. I kinda somewhat regret starting in the middle. It was pretty easy to jump in the middle, though, I will give you that. Started reckoning the days from a new standpoint from today. I cannot truly believe that I have been simply forgotten as a dismal hole. I heard tell that the Wizard Alar designed these cells so that no one could ever find their way out. Perhaps it is true. I managed to find a secret passage out of my cell. I wandered the halls, marking my way along, when I came upon a cloaked man walking the halls. I was not equipped to fight, so I ran back to my cell. I do not think I shall leave again. Fear I may be going mad in here. This is truly the last time I may speak with Sandy in mind. I would like to say, Elaine, that I love you. If any ever find this, which I have little hope of, beware the northern rooms. Diary ends here. Well, that sucks. Well... Oop. Oh, a dead orc. It's been hiding out here and something killed it. That's Potentially scarier. These or that there was a trap. And nothing. Great. Listen, as a kid, I saw the Back to the Future movies 2, 1, 3, so... Which I guess means I saw them in reverse chronological order. Ooh, that's a Batman! Or a Man-Bat. It's vampires! An oaken door hooked to a strange pulley. Oh, no, stop. Go back to being a Batman. Oh my goodness, I don't like that one. I'm getting low on torches here. Alright, time to open up a lot of doors. Yes, Batman has definitely fought Man-Bat. Okay, loose doors. Oop, no, bad. Oh. I really need torches. Sure hope that the town of Dock is doing okay right now. Yeah, there's a... kind of stuck. They're not transforming or hurting me. I win. Food. No, I don't need jerky. I need torches. It's very fortunate that there don't seem to be any Man-Bats here. Alright. I wandered in the dark incredibly well. But not good enough. These are actually kind of fun enemies to fight like this, actually. Okay. So the sword is real. That's fortunate. I honestly wasn't expecting that to be the case. The door was right. There it is. The Flame of Frost. Legendary sword. That will save Doc. And it is mine. Too bad it isn't real. Uh-oh. Tricked. Jules. So this is the man who you said is behind the attacks? Jules, I am Imoxal Cutter of the Silver... Oh, I know who you are. I definitely know who you are, Born. Skip the talk, Yules. I'll take you on. I control the flame of frost. Rhygar has not gotten the message. And with it... Didn't you hear what I said? That sword is a forgery, a fake, a falsehood. It isn't even sharp enough to fight with. It's a fake? Imoxal, Throndrail, and Lador were counting on us bringing back the blade. Oh, poor Rhygar. He's slowly figuring this out. Oh, I think Lador knows very well that the blade is a fake. For I was the one who told him to send you. What? Why, I should have known you and Lador were plotting something together. We can at least take out one of the bad guys. Rhygar, don't. He's too powerful. Well, that was like a vaguely passagey transporter sound effect. Really wouldn't recommend trying that again. I must go now. The door has probably already lowered the defenses of Dock, and I want to be at the head of my army. If the Flame of Frost isn't here, do you know where it is? Perhaps. The day I tell you its location is the day I perish. That's a foreshadowing. Rhygar, are you alright? Yeah, I think I'll be okay. That's amazing. He just lifted his finger and brushed me aside like a feather. That man has amazing mystical powers. I know. He's a dangerous man. I think this place is coming apart. We've got to get out. Follow me. I have no torches. Basement was crumbling. I decided we had to escape as quickly as we could. I deduced that we would have about 3 minutes to get out. This timer is definitely going faster than 3 minutes would imply. So, did I miss a chest or something? Because I didn't think that I was really taking the cave slowly. Like, I could have saved a torch or two, I'm sure, but there's no way I would have enough. Oh, this is gonna be tight, actually. Rhygar, your estimate was not correct. And onto the flashy board. We got out of the Mudgirt ruins just in time before they collapsed, but a terrible sight was before us. Dock Castle was in flames. Oh no. As much as I had disliked this city when I first came to it, I was shocked at it now. The streets were teeming with serpent troops. Buildings were burning, and the proud dead of Dock were carelessly strewn throughout the streets. I decided to go after the one man who had caused all of this strife, Leyland Lador. Path is cleared through the blood, they have bullets. Oh no, they got Cirques. I kinda wanna just see all the boards of the town. Pursuing it with eager feet until it joins some larger way, where many paths and errands meet, and whither then I cannot say. Oh, that's the ball. Are these the kids? Are these dead children? Oh, Rhygar, it's terrible. The troops attacked. If Kythe and Gregor hadn't been there to save us, this house would surely have burned like the rest. These people here we managed to save from the enemies, but Gregor was wounded. Kids are probably going to be in here. I fought as hard as I could, but I can't fight anymore. Goodness, these people are still safe. Rhygar, it's you! I helped my father fight the townspeople. It was of no use. So many people perished. These few are all that survived. All the treasure in the world can't save us now. Houses at the top of the town were the first to go. Whoever planned this knew what they were doing. Oh, that's neat. I would totally believe that, and I'm impressed if you actually put that detail in, because most ZZT games don't go that far with their passwords and continuity. Tell me about Lidor before I kill him. Lidor is a crucial piece to all this. Some of his followers were seen aiding the enemy soldiers in the battle, and Lidor himself was not killed. Also, his temple still stands. I believe that Lidor is the architect behind this plan. If so, he is probably hidden away in his temple. Okay, so this is actually all new lore. She got put in charge of the army, but the army wasn't, like, here yet, maybe? I don't know, I think we'll figure this out. We're gonna tell the soldiers about the enemy army. When the castle gates burst open, oh, here we go. Aisha and the soldiers fought amazingly valiantly, but it was no use. Rook and Baron Thromdrill were killed, and Aisha's fate is unknown. Soldiers burned all the town except for Lidor's temple, so she probably just got captured. Castle was taken. Baron Thromdrill himself and all the Silver Guild and the dock forces fell in trying to defend it. Some of the dock soldiers still out in the town fought a bit, but the enemy overwhelmed the castle with amazing ease. No surprise is powerful indeed. No one try going to the castle. The serpent troops around it are trained to kill at first sight. Yules arrived after the attack was finished. He seemed angry about that. Nobody had seen him for a while. I assume he's at the castle. Soldiers. Soldiers fought bravely, but the serpent troops were stronger somehow. I think that some magical force is helping the soldiers in combat. They can't have fought so well otherwise. Aisha? No one has seen her since the attack. I presume she was killed. She was right in the fray of the attack. Aisha? Dead? How could this be? We'd only just met a week ago, and I loved her. I wept, not meaning to, and vowed that Leyland Lidor would never live to see another day as I listened to Rendulum. Her explosive took out a good many of the enemy. That's cool. All her skill added to Imoxal and Rook's couldn't have repelled an attack like this. She's not to blame for this. Soldiers killed... There we go. Soldiers killed my parents. I sure wish I had a sword like yours then. I would have saved them. Mr. DeWitt said my parents were sleeping. They killed that man I met at the protest. How could they do that to people and not bat an eyelash? I'm gonna guess that it's supposed to be a cliffhanger for part 3. A few things are left. Well... Oh, so it says 10 gems 1, but I get 3 torches, which is a much better price. Jerky, meanwhile. Sure hope I don't need this money. I used to be a follower of Leyland Lidor. This is such an evil act. How could Lidor have done this to the very people he swore to save? Alright, that's enough jerky. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. They didn't burn down the burned down house. I can still kill these enemies in one hit. That doesn't seem all that magically enhanced. Alright. We can't go up to the castle. So all we got is the temple then. We're seeing so many people's homes and stores destroyed. Seeing this one building, this one corrupt, evil building intact, enraged me even more. Alright. This is the next dungeon. Hey you! No one is allowed in here. Get back to wherever you little worms are cowering. Okay, so I am actually blocked. I probably do have to kill everybody. Good lord, what fighting skill! The door will wish to be informed of this. Well, presumably they still have a bunch of followers. Like, well, I don't know. No. I guess it really depends on exactly what the scale of this town is supposed to be versus what of the town is actually represented in ZZT here. Dark room. Conveniently empty room. Oh, okay, well, I'm going here. Is there any reason to explore this room? No, okay. Imoxal and I emerged from the door, our swords still glistening with the blood of the soldiers and the monks outside. Apparently the smaller chamber was a natural cavern that the Temple of the Spirits connected into. But that was not the most shocking sight. Here, in this room, was all the food and money collected for relief efforts, and to feed the hungry. Food and money snatched from decent people like the DeWitts and left here for the personal collection of Leyland Lador. Can I just say that I really love the name Leyland Lador? I was enraged. This man was a corrupt and diabolical schemer, and when I caught up to him, there would be hell to pay. Are they used barrels? I think they're barrels. I like them as barrels. Ooh. Another fight. More cat scratches. Fuels. Done the job for you. Now when do I get to leave with my wages and the money I took from the townspeople? Soon. Very soon. Be sure that the townsfolk are completely eradicated before I leave to rejoin General Algar. You won't be leaving at all! You again. You're like a bad penny, aren't you? Very well, Lador, I have one last task for you. Kill this fool! Oh, I keep forgetting about the extra health. Now it's getting tense. This would be very difficult without the trinary cat scratch. We're almost dead here. I don't know what happens if our buddy dies, whose name I already forget. This is my Leyland. Just as my Leyland Lador. Just as Leyland Lador gasped and fell. I can't talk. I remembered where I had heard his name before. Deep below the watchtower of northern Fabuliana. Fool. So easy to defeat. Perhaps Lador was not as correct about you as he assumed. Lador, what did you tell Algar about me? I told him the prophecy on the stone. Stone? What stone? He's dead, and rightly so. You're forgetting. Yules is in the next room. We've got to defeat him, or this whole party was for nothing. Right. Yes, sir. I understand completely. The door has failed us. I'm warping back to the rendezvous now. Thank you for subscribing for, wow, 7 months. Powerful. Encouraging. It was Yules, but he had apparently already warped out. Never mind. I'll have to explore the rest of this cave anyway, to see if there was a clue to any of Serpent's Way's future plans. Too complex. For Rhygar. Doesn't understand much of anything. Secret bed, secret diary. Sheaf of documents. The orders from Algar for the attacks of Doc. A copy of the forged evidence against Captain Rook. I think we're good on the Captain Rook thing without finding this. Plan of how to work the locks to the prison cells, and numerous correspondences between Lador and Yules. Everything I needed to prove that Lador was corrupt, and more. I took the documents. Okay, now that we have step-by-step instructions, and there she is. Aisha's alive. That voice! Could it really be? Captain Rook! Sargrim! Aisha! As you can see, the reports of our death have been greatly exaggerated. Everybody's favorite hitchhiker reference. Aisha, you're alive! All of us were slipped away by the Serpent troops in the confusion of the fight. We took several of them down, but the sheer numbers were amazing. Unfortunately, the Baron really was killed, along with many of the Silver Guild. I presume that the Flame of Frost was a forgery? Yeah, it's, shoot. Was it Zaphod? I don't know, somebody says the rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated. You presume correctly, Sargrim. Imoxal and I came to the town and managed to defeat several of the soldiers in the streets. And with Yules gone, the soldiers are going to have been sufficiently weakened. Yules was using magic to aid their fighting. Is that Mark Twain? Is Hitchhikers referencing Mark Twain and I just assumed it was a Douglas Adams original? Did Mark Twain write the Hitchhiker's Guide? Can't believe it. I'm learning quite a bit. Thank you for gifting subs. My goodness. Thank you for your continued support. Hey, Mr. Estale Meme Emporium. To be fair, what was Mark Twain if not the Douglas Adams of his time? Anywho. Took out the ones in the street, if the rest are weakened. Are there any people left in the town? We're at Gregor DeWitt's house. There are several good fighters. We could recruit some of them to help us fight off the castle soldiers. With all of us and them in a weakened condition, it shouldn't be too overwhelming. Shall we go then? We shall indeed! To the DeWitts, and then the castle. Did Mark Twain wear a very long scarf? You know, I'm actually curious how many people, like, what percent of the town died? This looks like a decent ZZT crowd to me. It was about 2 weeks later, the soldiers were driven out as we thought they would be. The strivers began rebuilding the broken town. Today was a day of celebration. In Imoxal, Aisha and I were the guests of honor. I hung around the party for a while, and then looked to Aisha. Saw her walk off to the east, and prepared to follow. Okay. See, the kids are fine. I can be as good as you with that sword. I want one even more. Gotta marry Bobby someday. I may be the last soldier, but I'll help build a mighty new fighting force. I found a new guy! Congrats to her! Making bets on this drinking contest. Maybe that could be my new job now that my store burned down. These people are really taking all this in stride. In all probability, I think that Imoxal's going to win this. I've forgotten how much fun it could be not being a dock soldier. Hey Rhygar, nice job there. I'm sure my dad's trinary cat scratch sure came in handy, didn't it? Yes, it did. You're a real hero. Everyone in dock owes you a debt of gratitude. Taking over the Temple of the Spirits. We're going to only do good from here on. More cat scratch. More thanks. Yeah, I mean, kind of showed up a little late. Glad everybody's like okay with us just falling for this really obvious trap. Hey Rhygar, this is great. We owe it all to you. Not that I didn't do my fair share or anything, haha. Your friend and I are in the middle of a drinking contest right now. Please leave me alone. Oh, okay, there's a passage over there that I completely missed. TN. Yeah, like, they're really taking it well. The tavern doesn't seem to be in too bad shape. Aisha? Hi. The party's just started. I know. Then why are you hanging around back here? I was just thinking. So many people died in those attacks. We've rebuilt this town, but we can't rebuild a memory. If you can't forget the past, you can't go on with your life. Although the past has to mean something. Beautiful poetry. What's wrong? Funny look just came over your face. I was just thinking of someone I met along the journey. Now who's being moody and weird? Speaking of forgetting our problems, we are alone back here. Indeed we are. Am I interrupting anything? No, of course not. Thanks ever for so dropping in, like, we don't have time for this. What on earth do you mean? Mox and I killed Lador and Gules is on the run. I mean that something terrible has happened. Axan has been attacked! What? Oh no. We've no time to waste. Get Imoxal and Rook and let's go. So yes, the relationship is still a secret, and also, what if we kissed behind the burned down tavern? Oh, we got to see the cool hands again, but now they're red. Called Dalgren, one of the most powerful entities in creation. And right now, I am interested in the movements of one Rhygar born. He is the breaker of the dark winds. He will, so the prophecies say, affect the world in ways even I cannot foresee. I must destroy him if I can, or he will destroy me. Axan has been crushed. Orion Magus, Rhygar, and his friends are all returning there. Their destinies do not end, Axan. Events are conspiring to meet an inevitable conclusion. If for time flows like a river, and history repeats. Think on this, will you? This may be the end. This looks like the end. Rhygar 2. Staff. Plot by Thornton. Artwork. Music. Programming. Original concept. ESI staff. Project managers and head programmers. Minor programmers. Beta testers. Additional beta testers. More beta testers. In no particular order. So many beta testers. See, Kronos played this and then was like, I could do this in space. Lord Cadro, that sounds vaguely familiar. Rhygar 3, Keeper of the Flame, sometime in 1998. On credits, Nightfall, the Rhygar theme, Gates of Dock, Dalgren, Ode to an Aqua Rens, Aisha. Secrets Out, Conniver to the Core, Forgery, Escape, Conniver's Last Stand. I love these names. I love that they all have names. It was good. Acknowledgements. Thanks to Matt Banhop for thinking up the names of Rhygar, Algar, and the idea of the Serpent Army. Yes, I know Rhygar was a Nintendo game. Also thanks Cliff Hensley for helping flesh this game out, the music, and some advice on the plotting. Thanks to Squaresoft. Quote from Secret of Mana appears in these games a bunch. Thanks to all the great guys on the message boards for making me get off my arse and get this done. Thanks to Z-Player, wherever ye be, for the soft color box. Thanks to ZZT Omega for the char utility from ZZT Times. Or was that Toucan? One of those guys. Thanks to Alexis Jansen for SDK and all that good stuff. Thanks to Kronos for a couple of cool programming tricks. Oh, this game's using remote zaps. It's very advanced. It's all good. It is a recurring theme of ZZT to have to scroll past names, unfortunately. Them's the breaks, but thanks to all the beta testers and to those who wanted in and didn't get it. Thanks to Mr. Paul Simon, who's on a one-trick pony. I, like Douglas Adams before me, incessantly during this game. To all those who found both secrets without cheating or shrinking the window, my congrats to Tim Sweeney for ZZT. We'll forgive Super ZZT for right now. And no acknowledgements would be complete without the requisite. Thank you. Well, I got bonus points for all the jerky I didn't buy. So that was Rhygar 2. And that one was fun. I think it was pretty cool to actually jump into the middle of that. It worked. It still worked quite well. It gave you enough backstory that you could really get away with it. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, I would like to see what the first one is like now. I did play these, as I said in the first stream, when I was a kid. But I was young enough that I didn't really remember them particularly much, but they are fun to revisit. They are definitely more brisk than Chrono Wars, if we're going for an overly serious ZZT RPG. Like, this was fun, the combat system was neat. Needs more torches. Definitely a shortage of torches in this one. The music was nice. The graphics are pretty decent. It's all good. There's definitely a reason that this was... Oh, I completely forgot to change the year. This game did not come out in 2021 as I glance over to say what year this game came out. This was 1997. Wrong year. 97. But yeah, I mean, these games, people were like excited for this series, and I can totally see why. Especially for 97, this one is good. So, it's really cool to always have an author come by and get to see their early teenage work put on display. No doubt. No doubt Trinary Cat Scratch lives on years later in future writing. But I think that's gonna be it. Yes, please give me that book link again. What's that? Okay, we're gonna get us that link for that book. If you enjoyed the story of Rhygar, I have a feeling that her writing has only improved from middle school. There we go. I like how I just opened this link and copied it, like I was about to paste this link in chat again. There is a Rhygar 3 demo, as I was saying. The series never got finished, which is really, really par for the course with any lengthy ZZT series. They very rarely end. Or they very rarely end. And when they do, they tend to go off the rails a bit. But that was quite enjoyable. We're gonna swap over to our credits. Thank you all for watching. Please check out Gene's book, linked here in chat. And remember to link it in the video description with the VOD. That's going to be it for now. I will not be streaming Sunday, as I'm going to be busy that day. But we'll be back again next Friday with... Well, I guess it'll be Toxic Terminator. That's the last game on our initial set of poll stuff. So, look forward to that. And that'll be it for now. So, see you soon. See you next stream. See you.